It's Wednesday the 10th of June 2020. I'm going to make a brand new movie now. It's not earlier than I normally would do a movie. I thought I'd do a movie now. So I couldn't, nothing better to do, so I kind of moved. So I put some pile of CDs in, so I won't be disturbing you, or I won't be ignoring you as much. So I put a whole pile of CDs. As I said yesterday, I spilled it with my Coke yesterday. I spilled my Coke all over the floor and on the counter, and spilled some of my CDs. Thankfully, none of them too damaged or anything like that. But the greatest hits of my Shania Twain stopped. But I hope it was nothing to do with the Coke. But it played, and it was so. I wouldn't say it was a Coke, because if it was a Coke, the CD wouldn't have played in the first place. Because if there was a spillage on the CD, it wouldn't play. So because there was a spillage on the CD or a drop of water or anything like that, if it gets wet, it wouldn't normally play. But the Coke didn't sink in or didn't soak in. So I wouldn't say it was a CD. So I don't know what. But I was enjoying listening. I was enjoying it when it suddenly went off. But I was halfway through the greatest hits of Queen yesterday. I hadn't finished listening to it yesterday. I can't remember how far. I think I got to my best friend. You are my best friend. You are my best friend. I think it's how far I got to. You are my best friend. I think it's where I got to yesterday on the greatest hits of Queen. I could finish off from there, or I could start off from let's see where I was yesterday. I want to finish off where I left off. It was actually a very good album. Let me see where I was. The Kind of Magic, Under Pressure, One Vision, You're My Best Friend. I think it was that. You're My Best Friend. Yeah, I think that was the last song that I was played. And I was about to get into the start of Killer Queen. And what's that? Don't Stop Me Now. I think it was the next one after that. You Are My Best Friend. Don't Stop Me Now was the following song. I think I was getting into the starting. That song's beginning to stop. Liam didn't stop the CD in time before that. But the song was just starting as I was telling him to stop the CD. So Don't Stop Me Now was the next single. Or that song after You Are My Best Friend. So I can start off with You Are My Best Friend again. And continue on from there. If you like. Finish off that album. There's another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Another 11 more songs. So I can finish off from there. Another 11 more songs. And if you like. But firstly, I'm going to put the kettle on now. I've a bit of tidying up to do as well in the kitchen, so I can start. I'm looking starting that. And I might do a bit of washing today too, so it can keep me busy too. And Liam's still in bed. He won't be up till at least a good while yet. I asked him to have a word with the people outside, the maintenance people. Yesterday, they had a word with me. He said they wouldn't stop the banging till 8 in the morning, but they started at about 7:45 again this morning. They said they would start after 8 till later in the morning. They started again at 7:45 again this morning. They arrived here at 7:30, which I believe. They're getting all ready with their stuff, all their building equipment at 7:30. I could hear them talking outside my window at 7:30 this morning, which I believe, the builders. And the banging started then at 7:45. And Liam told me that they weren't going to start, and they're going to go to the other side of the building. He said they were asking whereabouts was our bedroom. And I said it was facing the road. So he assured me that they wouldn't start till late in the morning, and I asked him how much longer they're going to be going to, that they're going to be continuing this, and he said another week, which presumably is next Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever. So he assured me that they wouldn't start till late in the morning with the banging, and they started banging again at 7:45 this morning. So I'm annoyed, I'm very, very angry about this. I'm very angry about this, so I am. So I really am fed up with this now, I really am. So I'm going to have words or send an email. I'm going to have to send an email now with the complaint. It's a complaint to Sky Management. I'm going to have to email. I have to email. I'm going to have to send an email now to Sky Management. Firstly, to ask for an apology, because they lied to me. Firstly, foremost, saying that the men weren't here at 7:45. In fact, yesterday, because the fact was they were here yesterday. They said that they were here. The management said that they were here, and they said they couldn't be here because they were here at 7:45. I said they sounded like they were outside. The men sounded like the noise was coming outside my window. But the fact it was outside my window because Liam came home and he looked out the window, and there they were outside the front window. They were doing some maintenance work outside the front car park. He saw three wheelbarrows. There was men out there working on pavements, working on panels at the front of our window, outside our front window, our bedroom window. There were men out there. So I was right. I was telling the truth all along. There were men outside, and Sky Management lied to me on the phone and said there was no men. He said, "Are you sure?" They literally lied to me. He said that we were here. He said, "No, sorry." So I said, "It sounds like it's coming out my window." I said the truth the whole time. So they owe me an apology. So I'm going to have to send them an email asking them for an apology, and ask them to kindly start the work later after 8 o'clock. I really am so angry about this now. Totally angry about this now. This is probably the third time that I'm going to have to, the fourth time, because I really rang them twice, and they woke me up one day last week at 7:45, and they woke me again this morning at 7:45. This is the fourth time now. Fourth time. This is the second time they woke me at 7:45. They woke me twice at 7:50. So they woke me twice at 7:45 and twice at 7:50. And it's continuously carrying on. So they lied to me yesterday. The Sky Management of the property, the work of the property, the maintenance or whatever, they're in charge of these apartments and stuff like that. They work at the management, and they totally lied to me, saying there was no men here, and they were, because they even saw them because he saw them for himself. And he actually brought me to the window and showed me. He actually showed me himself. There was 3 wheelbarrows and there was men out there. Just telling the truth the whole time. So they're all an apology. So I'm going to have to send them an email asking them for an apology, and ask them to keep the noise down and tell them to hold the noise till after 8 o'clock. Because seriously, I'm very angry about this now. I heard them at 7:30 this morning, would you believe? 7:30, the men arrived with their equipment. I heard them talking and anything. I could hear the equipment, I could hear it rattling, getting their stuff ready, and then the banging starts. At 7:45 this morning, bloody hell, and Liam was asleep. And God knows how he could hear that. God only knows how he could hear that. God knows how he can, God only knows how he can sleep through that. God knows how he can sleep through that. Honest to God, I don't know how you couldn't hear it, because it was literally loud. It was literally very loud. It was literally like coming through the walls. Unbelievably loud. Terrible. Unbelievable. I wonder if any of the other neighbours heard it. If I see Noeline, if I bump into Noeline one of the days, I go to ask her how she heard the noise. Seriously, it's unbelievable. But anyway, I'm so angry. I really am. I'm really, really annoyed about this now. But anyway, I'm going to put the kettle on now, because I think I could do the cup of tea. I'm so angry. I really could do the cup of tea after that. Anyway, put the kettle on and we'll in a few minutes. sure I don't have any more spillages. I had that chocolate just to put in something. Put my tea in here. I'm trying to ignore it today. Did a fair bit of ignoring the last few days. Been avoiding it quite a lot. I mean, it's raining out there. Raining out there today. I can hear the rain out there. What do you expect in this country? Rain. Typical. Oh. Oh. Yeah, Irish National Store today. Lucky Vega was a very smart debut winner. Next racecourse for Jessica Racing is Dam Queen of Carthage as a free eagle filly at foot and is involved to Phoenix of Spain. Congratulations to Connections. I thought that would the name like that, Lucky Vega, I thought she would have been in relation to Cuvega, but however, no relation to Cuvega. And Phoenix of Spain, I don't have any connection with. I don't talk to them or anything like that. I've no interest in them whatsoever. No interest in them whatsoever. And she may find that surprising because as you know, I'm interested in horses and stuff, but it doesn't do a thing for me, fortunately. Great to see Crystal Breeze making a winning debut in Australia for Osblood Stock 2. Its Dam Sapphire Spray has a cracking decorated night cut at foot. Crystal Breeze Tattersalls 1766. Oh, goodness me, not a Irish National Store stuff here. Oh, goodness me, it's fantastic. It's sort of information of Flaming Princess. She won a race there the other day, and I got very emotional because I saw her poster at the stud there at the beginning of the season. Emotional again. Her poster was by the Stallions Paddocks. I think she's going to be retiring to the stud when she finishes her racing career. I'll be looking forward to meeting her. And little promise, because you know, she's retired from racing, and you know, she visited Invincible Spirit, and she's on her first cycles of her road to a pregnancy, and so she's just had her scan. I think it was last month. I think it was last month or the month before. I think it was last month or the month before. I can't remember. It wasn't that long ago. She had her first scan. Stud. I think it was last month. And so she should be in full with Invincible around this time next year. In the summer next year. Pregnancies are 11 months, so she'll be around June, July, August. Around July, August. June, July, August. July, March. June, July, March. Maybe March, April. I had to look it up again to find out exactly when I saw that tweet. I think it was around I think it was be around the spring, summer anyway. I can't remember. I had to look it up to find exactly when I saw that scan report. I think it was around March, April. It was around that time, March, April, May. I have to find out when it was. It'd be around the spring, summer that she'd be due with Invincible's son or daughter next year. Very exciting. So I'm not too sure whether she'll be coming back to the Irish National Stud when she's pregnant or not. I don't know, but I know you know what farm she's gone to when she's pregnant. But I was very excited when I saw her video footage. Unfortunately, it was a GIF video because they kept repeating and repeating. You see her coming on the van, arriving on the van, and walking up for a little bit, and then the video restarts again, and you see her walking up again, and then starts again, and you see her coming out of the van. It's kind of like a GIF video. It's not exactly, it doesn't continue on. The video doesn't continue on. It's like a kind of a GIF video of her arriving at the stud, visiting Invincible. You know, she arrives in the horse box to the stud to visit Invincible. You know, to do the meeting with them. You know, to have her meeting with Invincible. You know, to cover with them, and it's kind of like a GIF video. It's not like an ordinary video. Like it doesn't continue on. Like it's one of those GIF videos. I hate those GIF videos. But anyway, it's very exciting. So I'm not too sure if she's going to come back to the stud when she's involved. But hopefully, now it'd be nice to meet her. Please God. Hopefully she will. But she was very emotional when I saw her name, A Little Promise. She had a very successful race career and racing career. And I saw Flaming Princess there the other day. I got emotional again because I recognised her name from the poster by the Stallions paddocks. So she had a win. So it was very emotional. So that's what I'm really doing. That's because I saw the Irish National Stud Twitter page just now, and it kind of it just kind of reminded me, you know, and I saw the what do you call it, the Vega name there, kind of made me think it was something to do with Vega, but nothing to do with her at all. So Vega being the name, but it had nothing to do with her whatsoever. It's a totally different dam. But you would expect it to be with Vega because with Vega in the name it says Lucky Vega. You see, Lucky Vega. You think of the name with Vega in the name, you think it'd be a link. You think it'd be a link to Vega, but nothing to do with it whatsoever. Totally different dam. Yes, it's exciting. I'm looking forward to getting back at the end of the month. I can't wait to get back to him at the end of the month. I'm really excited to get back. Can't believe it. Like I'm waiting now. It'll be over 3 months now. But at the end of the month, it'll be over 3 months since we've been back to the stud. So it's exciting to get back and get back to normal. But there'll be still social distancing. That and there'll be takeaway food at the restaurant, and you can use the indoor and outdoor toilets. They're open, but the shop will be closed, and And the museum will be closed, and the playground, I think, I'm not too sure will be open yet, but it's closed at the moment, I know. And it's closing back at the normal time now. They resumed the normal closure time now since yesterday. Back to the normal closing time now. Because it was closing early, you see, beginning from the 25th of 25th of from the day it opened. I think it was the 25th of May, I think it was, when they reopened, and 25th of May when they reopened, and it's closing earlier. And now it's started, and now they've rescheduled, and they resumed to the normal time now from yesterday to 6 o'clock. So we can go to our normal time. And it's social distancing. You need to keep away. We need to be 2 kilometres from everybody, and you don't need to wear masks if you don't need to. But we'll be outside a lot of the time. So in January we basically more or less have the outside more or less all to ourselves a lot of the time. Even now we mostly have the whole stuff to ourselves a lot of the time. We'd be barely anyone around, because we barely anyone around.